Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you all made it past good this day. And on the Saturday that you got yourself to the gym, on a run or doing a workout, but keep on going. The word for the week comes out of 1 Corinthians chapter 6, and it says that you will eat to live and you won't live to eat, which sets the tone for today's topic, nutrition. As you guys can see, I took a bit of a different route because I'm picking up the mileage, which is awesome. Whatever it is you guys are doing, I hope that you are progressing as well. So yeah, let's keep each other motivated and inspired. So on nutrition, the first question you need to always ask yourself, this thing that I'm putting in my mouth, is it beneficial to my body? Like, if you're eating a chocolate 10 o'clock at night, it's not beneficial to your body. So that's the first thing you need to think about when it comes to nutrition. And I know having a good healthy diet can be very costly, and a lot of people give up on a good healthy diet because of the cost implications. So the one thing that I can say, or the first thing that you should change, which everybody can, your water intake. Try and have at least 2 liters of water a day. I know sometimes we grab the Coke off the shelf first. I'm guilty of that. But let's try and substitute whatever sugary drinks. We try and substitute it with water first. And try and get our 2 liters of water in. Plan how often you're gonna drink your water. Set a reminder on your phone. That's if you're serious about the healthy changes. But try and get water in. That is like, I can't stress that. You know, water is very important, especially for recovery as well. I tried doing the nutrition talk on the road, but it was very noisy. Lots of traffic for a Saturday morning, which was quite surprising. So yeah, I invited you into my house and I'll just give you guys a quick breakdown on the nutrition side. I mentioned earlier that water is a good fluid for you to take in compared to your sugary cool drinks and so forth. So what I have is one of these water bottles. This bottle holds about 2.2 liters of water. I mean, this thing I fill up in the morning, pop it in the freezer, make sure it's nice and cold. I try and finish this bottle during the day. Just a side note, I work on the road as a rep, so I'm on the road quite a lot. And yeah, whenever I feel like drinking something or I feel a little bit thirsty, pop this bad boy out and yeah, take a sip of some cold water. The body is a very, very complex machine. And one of the things is that when we're working out, we tend to lose quite a bit of salts. When we're sweating, even in this hot weather, when you're sweating, you're losing what they call electrolytes. And getting one of these sachets is something that will be awesome. Like, I have the Rehydrate and the USN. I bought 2 different brands just to try it out. I think they are both well-known brands when it comes to electrolytes. So the thing about this, it has quite a bit of nutrients in here as well, like vitamin C. This one has glutamine and it has potassium in as well. So basically what this does, instead of, whenever you're drinking water, instead of you having to drink 2 liters of water to feel that you are hydrated again, you can mix this with like a 250 ml of water and sip on it, and you will feel that you start feeling hydrated again. This doesn't mean that you should not drink the 2 liters of water, but this just prevents you from wanting to drink quite a lot of water after a strenuous workout. And the problem with having too much water or drinking too much water is that you end up going to the toilet a lot more frequently, and with this you start flushing out a lot of nutrients in your body as well that you do require to stay hydrated. Sip on it as much as you can. Try and consume like 2 liters of water. I'm not promoting these brands itself, But getting an electrolyte is something that is that's highly recommended for you, especially when you're active and especially in this heat. It will also prevent you from getting a lot of headaches and so forth due to being dehydrated. So when it comes to solids, I have this container over here. I'll just pop in some biltong, a bit of blueberries, and the reason why blueberry is my fruit of choice is because it serves as a good probiotic. I would also recommend that you do a bit of research on probiotic, as this helps with good gut health. Apart from blueberries, other fruits I would recommend would be bananas, apples, oranges as well, as it designed vitamin C. That obviously helps you to stay healthy or not catch a cold so easily as well. Because one of the things when you are working out, you don't want to get sick and lose any days to work out. Another thing I like to have is some peanuts and raisins. So I know this is not the ideal nuts. They would say like almond nuts and cashew nuts is more healthier. This is just your normal peanuts, but this is something that I buy. I just always make sure that I don't consume too much of this. Maybe just like a handful. The question is, why is nutrition so important to us? So there's two ways we need to look at it. One, it serves as a good form of or a source to replenish after workout. It also serves as a good source of fuel for when we do a workout. So you also need to be mindful of what you eat before you do a workout, know what type of workout you're doing, and also what you are eating after the workout. Before my run, I don't really eat anything. Maybe I'll have like half a slice of bread with some peanut butter on it, just to have some carbs and some protein there through the peanut butter. And when I'm done with my run, I'll come back, have a cup of tea without milk, add like 2 spoons of sugar in there, and then just have peanut butter and toast. Depends the day of the week, depending on the time that I have, then I'll make me a bowl of oats. And what I do is when I make me oats, I always try to use like, the measuring cups you have in the kitchen to bake with. I'll try and use like a half a cup of oats. And yeah, just get the feel of it, and sometimes I'll pop some blueberries in there as well. And that's a good way to replenish. If you are in a position where you can afford to have protein shakes, getting in a protein shake or a meal 30 minutes to an hour after your workout, that's like the brilliant spot. Because what happens during a workout, people always say, I go to gym to build up my muscles, but in actual fact, you're breaking down your muscle when you're at gym, and it's post-gym session that is very important, how you replenish that muscle for the muscle to grow back, and so forth. And that's how the muscle grows. So when you're working out, you're not building anything when working out. You're literally breaking your muscle down, and your recovery, what you do after that, how the muscle recovers, what's important. And that's how the growth starts happening. Generally for lunch, I'll just have put in some sandwiches for me for lunch of last night or the night before's food, and nothing too hectic. Like I said, I'm mindful of it. And this is where my whole thing around a diet is that they normally give you like a 28-day diet plan. But what happens on day 29? Do you start the diet over, or do you go back to the way it was before you started the diet? So the best way for you to really see results long term, because a 28-day diet, 30-day diet can give you results in that time period, yes, but can it sustain it? So if you do your nutrition based on the lifestyle itself, then you will see the results in the long run. For me, I'm trying to lose weight so I can obviously run a bit faster, run further, because carrying extra, if I can lose it another 10 kilos, that will definitely make a big difference. The aim of the game is to see long-term results and building that lifestyle of eating healthier and being more conscious. And this also opens up a door for you to start playing around with ideas of what you can try and explore. Do what works for you. And I also think this is like a perfect time for anyone to just put something in the comments to say what works for them before they work out, whether it be running or gymming or whatever other sport, and what they prefer eating after, what they consume after they've done a workout. The body is a complex machine, and you need to spend time with your body, get to know your body, understand your body. So when you start changing your lifestyle in sense of how you eat, you will see that, oh, I eat my oats at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and you will feel after 2 or 3 hours, depending on the person and the amount you had, you will feel like, okay, when I'm hungry. And the same thing will happen like when you have lunch and when you have supper. And the rule of thumb is to obviously eat like 2 hours, more or less 2 hours before bedtime. But sometimes you want to have a little midnight snack as well. So just be very mindful of that, and as you go on, explore, try new things and see what works for you as in terms of the time that you eat as well. And so from my side, I try to do portion control, where I will either dish smaller portions into my plate. I have like one plate size that I eat out of just to get used to that smaller portions. So it's a lot of small things that I do, but portion control, and try to break it down into smaller portions when you're eating. And also, if you don't have fruits and veg that you really incorporate in your diet, add one fruit or one vegetable into your diet and remove one thing. It's a slow process. Like this is something that you want long-term results. I'm in my late 30s, and one of the things is I would like to be there for our daughter when she finish school, when she graduate. And not, when I say be there, I just don't want to be there like someone just sitting there and can't do anything for himself. I want to be active, I want to move around, I want to be healthy by God's grace. And I need to take care of my body, and so do you. And it all starts with small changes. And I know it's like, throwing everything at it. If you throw everything at it, it does become very challenging. So just incorporate small changes. And very important, I know there's quite a bit of information that I gave here to you. The one thing that you need to also know is that when you're working out, try, if you're fortunate enough to have a fitness watch, try and see how many calories you are burning a day, and then you also know more or less how many calories to consume. I know this does become a bit technical, but if you're not at that stage, I would highly recommend think about what you are about to consume before you consume it, and also the amount that you are consuming as well. Hopefully the information I gave you will somehow push you in the right direction, to know more or less the direction you need to go in, because I know when it comes to nutrition, it does become like a very, very difficult thing and challenging thing for people. And just obviously, like the word for the week, as I said, you will eat to live and not live to eat. And in all honesty, there was a time that I was living to eat, and I picked up all this weight. And then there are times that you just overindulging all sorts of things. And then also stress eating as well. Like I said, this channel is also about creating awareness around men's mental health. And sometimes we either stress eat, we stress drink, but we never speak about the stuff that's bothering us and so forth. But yeah, let's be mindful of how we take care of our bodies. We only have one body, and it's up to us to take care of it, and like I said, I would like to be there for my daughter when she's much older, and not just be there, but physically be able to be active in her life and do things with her as well. Let me know your thoughts on the information that I gave. Just an update on my progression with running. As you all know, on Monday I did a speed test, which I posted in the previous episode, and I took 2 days off to rest, which was Tuesday and Wednesday. I really pushed my body, so I needed the rest to recover. On Thursday I ran a 5k, on today I ran another 5k, and that sets me on 13k's for the week. This coming week I will definitely try and push to get that 13 up to around about 16k's. The rule of thumb is to increase your mileage per week by more or less 10%, but I am pushing it to get to a higher percentage. And yeah, overall I'm happy with my growth and so forth. But the one thing that I also need to be mindful about is that I need to learn to rest and listen to my body. I must say, this morning I felt very, very confident. I wanted to go harder and further. However, I need to remain disciplined, and I hope that you guys keep up the discipline and that you guys achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve. And it's all baby steps. Remember, this is only the second week into the new year. And yeah, only by the end of March, you will really start seeing the full results of what you've been working for. So keep at it, keep working hard. And most importantly, remember to always keep the faith all day, every day. See you guys next week.